Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm really happy to have you here with me today. In today's painting, we're creating a peaceful and slightly mysterious forest scene on a black canvas. Imagine a quiet stream flowing gently through the heart of a lush forest, surrounded by soft greenery, mossy rocks, and delicate pink flowers. A fallen tree stretches across the water, while a light mist and gentle rain add a dreamy, calming atmosphere. The whole scene feels alive, yet serene, like a hidden place deep in nature. One of the reasons I chose a black canvas for this artwork is because it makes painting dark areas much easier and more natural. Since this scene contains a lot of deep shadows and rich tones, the black background already gives us a strong base. It also helps create a beautiful contrast, making the highlights appear more luminous and vibrant. You can absolutely paint this on a white canvas as well. You would just need to build up the darker layers first. I begin in the upper middle area of the canvas using a sponge and a mix of blue and gray tones. I softly apply the color to create a misty, atmospheric effect, giving the feeling of humidity and depth in the forest. Moving down, I lightly indicate the path of the water using the same tones just to map out where the stream will flow. This helps guide the composition before adding more details. Next, I start forming the faint branches and foliage of the background trees. These are not meant to be sharp or detailed, just subtle hints that add depth and complexity to the scene. For the bushes in the lower area, I slightly adjust my green by adding a touch of red to create a richer, more natural tone. As I apply the paint, I keep my brush strokes controlled and not too large. I gently press the brush against the canvas so that the colors blend softly and don't look too harsh or heavy. Then I mix a dark brown using red, yellow, and black, and begin painting two tree trunks that lie across the stream. These trunks help guide the viewer's eye through the composition and add a strong structural element. In the foreground, I make the rocks and bushes larger and more defined to create a sense of depth. Objects closer to us appear bigger and more detailed, so I emphasize that here. I also deepen the color of the water using a darker blue to complete the base layer of the stream. At this stage, we've established the foundation of the painting, the base colors, composition, and depth. Now comes the exciting part, bringing the painting to life with layers of highlights. Since this is a rainy scene, I want to maintain a soft, blended background. Instead of tapping the brush, I gently drag it across the canvas to create smoother transitions and a slightly diffused effect. Each time I subtly adjust the tone by adding a bit of white or yellow so the colors don't feel flat or repetitive. I then move on to the bushes, highlighting them one by one. The ones in the distance are lighter and more blurred, while the closer ones become slightly darker, sharper, and more defined. This gradual shift helps build a realistic sense of space. As I reach the darkest foreground areas, I use small, careful brush strokes to create more visible textures and details in the leaves and plants. I spend extra time on the rocks in the foreground. By carefully adding highlights and shadows, I give them more dimension and weight, helping them stand out and naturally draw the viewer's attention. And that's where we are so far. Our scene is set, full of atmosphere, depth, and the beginnings of life. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Please let me know where you're watching my video from. It always makes me happy to see people from different parts of the world joining me here and painting together. Now I move on to the water, and once again I begin adding soft, subtle highlights across its surface. These highlights are not just for brightness. They help suggest the gentle movement of the water as well as the reflection of light. In the foreground, I make these highlights slightly larger and more spaced out, so the water feels closer and more dynamic, while in the distance, they remain softer and more compact. Next, I take a light brown tone and start defining the raised textures on the two fallen tree trunks. Step by step, I gradually lighten my color, building dimension and bringing out the form of the wood. For the trunk that sits farther back, I apply the highlights more softly and blend them slightly so it stays in the background and doesn't compete with the foreground elements. To increase contrast and bring more life into the scene, I add another layer of brighter highlights to the bushes. This extra layer helps separate them from the darker areas and gives the foliage a fresh, lively appearance. Then, I add a few small rocks on both sides of the stream and gently highlight them. Even these small details play an important role. They make the scene feel more natural and believable, and they enrich the composition with more visual interest. To enhance the rainy atmosphere, I also add tiny bright touches on the leaves and branches, suggesting droplets of water catching the light. These little sparkles helped communicate that fresh, wet feeling after or during rainfall. Now, to make the scene even more charming, I paint a few simple wildflowers growing here and there. I start by shaping them loosely and then by adding a bit of white to my color. I highlight them so they softly stand out against the greenery. Finally, using a liner brush and very diluted paint, I paint delicate rain streaks falling across the entire scene. These fine, vertical lines tie everything together and truly complete the mood, bringing the painting to life as a calm, rainy forest moment. Thank you so much for painting along with me. I truly hope you enjoyed this process. If you did, please don't forget to like and leave a comment to support the channel. See you in the next painting.